All right, this video is so I'm going to be talking about our properties of water, and this is part 1 of the video. We're going to cover 6 different properties of water, and this video is going to have 3 of those 6. And something we learned from our intro to water video is that all of the following properties of water come from the ability of water to form hydrogen bonds, which obviously comes from its polarity. And if you don't remember that, is what you should go back and rewatch the intro to water video. And that's something we need to think about for all of our water properties. All of it stems from hydrogen bonds and polarity. First property of water that we can talk about is cohesion. Cohesion is where water sticks to itself. And again, we use that prefix co in covalent bonds. It means with, together, things like, again, covalent bonds. You're sharing electrons, covalent. Or co-worker, I work with you. Or in Spanish, conmigo, come with me. Or yes, together, that sort of thing. So here it's water sticks to itself. So here we have 2 water molecules holding hands. That's like cohesion. The reason that these water droplets don't just come off one molecule at a time, but they wait until they have a large enough droplet before falling is because the water's trying to stick to itself. And it's another reason why you get water droplets on like the hoods of cars and things, right? Instead of just, say, a surface of a car, I should have drawn the surface in a different color, and getting one whole even layer of water on top of the surface. Instead, we end up getting these sort of bubbles of water as seen in the image here. And those sort of dots of water are due to water coming together and sticking to itself. Another property of water is adhesion. When I hear the word adhesion, I think adhesive. Adhesive. Let me undo that. When I think of adhesive, I'm thinking glue, tape, etc. All things where I'm trying to stick one thing to something else. I use glue to stick 2 pieces of wood together. I use tape to stick tape onto the wall, that sort of thing. I'm adhering things together. So water is sticking to other stuff. So here I have maybe a paper fiber and a water molecule, and they are together due to adhesion. They are adhering to one another. We see this in various places. You see this when you have a drink with a straw in it, and you'll notice a little bit of the water comes up to meet the straw at a higher level than the actual water surface, and this creates what's called a meniscus. And in fact, you end up having the same thing going on inside of the straw as well. And this is because those water molecules are trying to stick to the straw so much they end up creeping up the side of the straw. And you see these in various sorts of tubes like this. When we measure, sorry about that, when we measure liquids in graduated cylinders, in class, you have to look at what the actual line is of the surface of the water and not where the meniscus makes it look like you're measuring. A third property of water, and the final one for this part 1 video, is going to be surface tension, and this is going to be very similar to cohesion. It's very related. So in tandem, so along with cohesion, water creates a surface that requires some significant amount of force to penetrate. Now, of course, as humans, we can very easily just stick our hands or feet or whatever, even our fingers, straight through the water. We have lots of force associated with our muscles and things like that. But this property of surface tension allows something like this water bug to sit on top of the water, and I'm sure we've all seen examples of this, where because of its difficulty to penetrate this surface, the bug can literally walk on water here because of the water's high surface tension.